Have you ever felt like a candle, burning brightly to illuminate others, yet forgetting to replenish your own wax? In this bustling life, many of us have perhaps been Sarah, a woman with an open heart, always willing to help those around her, without ever saying no. Sarah was the epitome of kindness. She took on colleagues' workloads, volunteered hours at school fairs, and was always the first to offer a helping hand when someone was in need. Sarah's smile could dispel any worry, but hidden behind that smile was a painful truth. She had neglected her own happiness and health without even realizing it. Sarah believed that helping others was her purpose, her joy. She didn't want to disappoint anyone, didn't want anyone to be troubled. So, Sarah kept giving tirelessly. She forgot breakfast, skipped lunch, stayed up late to finish others' work, and almost never spared a moment for herself. Sarah's body began to protest. Persistent headaches, chronic fatigue, and a creeping sense of emptiness. But Sarah ignored it, dismissing them as minor signs, not worth bothering about. She thought, just a little more effort, and everything would be fine. The peak of her exhaustion arrived on a crowded school fair day. Sarah had been working non-stop since early morning, rushing from one stall to another, helping parents set up, assisting students, and resolving every issue that arose. Amidst the loud laughter and bustling atmosphere, Sarah's body suddenly collapsed. She fainted right in the middle of the crowd, to everyone's shock. When she woke up, Sarah found herself in a hospital bed, with an IV drip in her arm, and the cold hospital lights overhead. The kind-eyed old doctor gently explained that Sarah was completely exhausted. "Sarah," he said, "you've given too much without recharging yourself. Your body is like a phone with a dead battery. It just can't function anymore." Just then, a student named Ben, who had witnessed Sarah's collapse, came to visit her. The boy carried a small flower and said in an innocent voice, "Miss Sarah, you have to love yourself first. You can't help others if you're sick." Those simple words, from a child, touched Sarah's heart more deeply than any other advice. She realized the bitter truth. She had forgotten how to love herself. From that moment, Sarah decided it was time for a change. She began her journey of learning self-care. Every morning, Sarah made time for a full breakfast, sipping tea and watching the sunrise. She bought a journal and started writing down her thoughts and feelings. Sarah also made time to paint, a hobby she had long neglected, and to walk in the park, feeling every breath of nature. These small, seemingly simple activities brought Sarah a new source of energy, a sense of peace she had never felt before. Learning to set boundaries was one of Sarah's biggest challenges. At first, saying no was difficult. She felt guilty and feared upsetting others. But gradually, Sarah understood that setting boundaries wasn't selfish, but rather protecting herself so she could continue to give sustainably. She learned to decline requests that were beyond her capacity and to dedicate time to what truly mattered to her. The more she practiced, the more confident, happier, healthier, and more vibrant Sarah became. To constantly remind herself of the importance of rest and remembering herself, Sarah placed an empty chair in the corner of her office. The chair was not just a place for her to sit and rest when needed, but also a symbol of private space, of time dedicated to herself. It reminded her that even at her busiest, she needed an empty chair for herself. Sarah's story became a valuable lesson for everyone around her. Everyone realized that self-care was not a selfish act, but a sacred, necessary one. Because, as Sarah herself had experienced and profoundly understood, you cannot pour from an empty cup. To be able to love, help, and contribute to others, you must first know how to love and care for yourself. Fill your cup so you can share its abundance with the world. If Sarah's story hit a little too close to home because you saw yourself in her, then take 10 seconds right now to do something small but deeply important. Tap like as a reminder that you deserve care too. Subscribe so you don't miss more healing stories that help you stay kind without burning yourself out. And if you know someone who's been staying strong for everyone else while quietly falling apart, share this video with them like a gentle, empty chair. A reminder that loving yourself is not selfish. Let me ask you one question. Have you been pushing yourself too hard lately? If yes, leave a comment with just one short line. I need rest. Or, I'm learning to say no. I will read it and reply. Because here, we do not glorify self-sacrifice until exhaustion. We learn how to give sustainably. And starting today, give yourself your own empty chair. A small space to breathe, to eat a proper meal, to listen to your body. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll learn how to set boundaries while keeping a warm heart.